Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Salesforce Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Wanjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, I hope you remember that we are learning how to design sales territories. Okay, so after a quick recap of what we had discussed in the previous class, okay, so I will continue to discuss the remaining part of the chapter. So I hope you can see the PowerPoint slide. Students can
Yes,
see
sir.
yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so if we can recall, we have learned what is a sales territory. Remember, nothing but a geographical area. Okay, and what are the benefits of a good territory design? Procedure for designing sales territories. Okay, then in the previous class, that is yesterday, we learned in detail. Okay, the build up method of territorial design. How a territory can be designed using build up method. Okay, so if you have any questions related to this, you can ask me. After clarifying your doubts, I'll move on to the next part, territory size and workload factors. How workload factors influence territory size. Any doubts from previous class?
No, sir.
Okay then. Okay, so that's very good. We'll go ahead with how workload factor influences territory size. So I repeat, how workload factor influences territory size. So on the left hand side we have workload factors, and on the right hand side we have its impact on territory size. Territory size may increase or decrease due to these factors. So first factor is the nature of a job. Okay. So if there are lots of pre-sale and post-sale activities are involved, then the territory size decreases because it consumes a lot of time of the sales representative. The sales representative will not be able to make more sales calls, as he need to keep visiting the same customer, okay, before sales and after sales. Okay, so I hope you can understand this concept. Okay, say for example, especially in B2B marketing. Okay, so one of our second batch students was there. Student was there into the sale of okay, valves, VALVES, industrial valves. Okay, so they're quite different. They regulate the flow of chemicals or liquid in a plant. Okay, so his customers were chemical factories. Okay, paint factories and so on. Okay, so he used to visit. Okay, his territory was smaller relatively because okay, so he used to make a lot of pre-sale as well as post-sale activities were involved in selling the product. Then nature of product. If the product is purchased frequently, okay, so if the product is purchased frequently, okay, the territory size decreases. Okay, and same if the repeated sale is limited, okay, the territory size increases because the sales rep can go on in search of new customers, identifying new customers, okay, acquiring new customers, okay, so he will get a lot of time to go after the new clients when the repeat sale is okay limited. So that's why the number of sales calls required will be limited in a smaller territory. So the company goes on combining the territories until the sales calls increase. So the territory size increases. Then market development stage. So here we are talking about the overall market size. We are talking about the overall market size. Okay, so if it is a new market, okay, so if it is a new market, initially the number of customers will be few. Okay, so since the sales calls also will be low, so that's why a company goes on combining the sales territories until the needed sales calls equals. Okay, the number of sales calls should be made by each rep. Okay, so there, due to that reason, the territory size increases. So if the market is established, So already most of the customers will be using the product. The use of the product will be widespread. Okay, so see, due to that reason, since the number of customers will be more in a market, for one single rep, it will not be able to make more sales calls or cover all the sales, all the customers. The company divides the market. Okay, so the company divides the market. Okay, so for established market, the territory size decreases because within a smaller territory, the sales rep will get a more number of clients. So he can meet or make more number of sales calls within a smaller territory because the number of customers will be more. Okay, here more accounts in established markets, the number of accounts will be more. Okay, so I hope you will never forget. Accounts means customers in marketing. Then market coverage. So if the market has to be limited market has to be covered, or selective market coverage. It means if the number of customers in each geographical area are limited, it means the sales rep has to go on covering a large number of territory. So which results in increase in the territory size. So as I mentioned, the couple of my friends have worked for a daily English newspaper, and their territory was entire North Karnataka. As they would visit only 3 to 4 distributors in each district, so there were no sufficient number of sales calls. So the company went on combining the territories until the sales calls needed equaled the possible sales calls per rep per year. Okay, so I hope we can call, because the sales reps of a newspaper don't go on visiting individual customers like me and you. It is not possible that way. It is not feasible. Okay, so that's called a selective coverage. In each geographical area, the sales rep goes on meeting certain selected customers. It depends on due to nature of products. Even in B2B marketing for that matter, as the number of industries will be fewer in one geographical area, the sales rep will go on meeting or finding the clients in different geographical areas. So size of the territory increases. An extensive coverage. Okay, so in the case of pharmaceutical industry, for example, generally it is observed. I am saying generally, not always. Okay, so one district is allocated to one sales representative. Okay, because the coverage will be extensive. The sales rep will be meeting all the doctors almost, though there are specialties, but MBBS doctors who are called as general practitioners, okay, treat a wide range of patients. So the coverage of a medical detailer, okay, will be quite extensive. So he will be assigned to one single territory or one district. So the size of the territory decreases as the coverage will be extensive. Extensive coverage means, okay, visiting a lot of customers within the same territory or making repeat calls, okay, on the same customers. Then competition. Okay, so if the competition is intensive, cutthroat or perfect competition, okay, so customers require more sales calls from the sales representative. Okay, the sales representative who meets the customers more tend to get more sales. That is the reason why the company reduces the size of the sales territory and allocates the territory to the sales reps, where sales reps are required to make more frequent calls on the customers. Okay, and if the competition is limited, okay, then sales reps can go on making more number of calls on new customers, okay, and potential customers, due to which, okay, the company increases the territory size. So while designing a sales territory, these workload factors have to be taken into account by the sales manager, because it has a direct impact on the increase or decrease of the territory size. Okay, so I hope this concept is simple and easy to understand, but though not that simple. Okay, with the examples given, I hope you should be able to understand. But still, if you have any doubts, you can please ask. After clarifying your doubt, I'll move on to the next method, that is the breakdown method of territorial design. Okay. Yes, any questions? Okay, you can think. If you have any doubts, you can ask me even, okay, after the attendance. I will take attendance now. Okay, Nishad. Absent. Aditya. Absent. Akshata.
Present, sir.
Akshay Pujari. Absent.
Present,
Present,
sir.
sir.
Akshay Pujari.
Present. Akshay Koradkeri. Present. Ankita.
Present, sir.
Anusha.
Present, sir.
Apeksha.
Yes, sir.
Ashutosh.
Present, sir.
Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Supriya.
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Divya.
Present, sir.
Gautam. Gautam. Absent. Gururaj is present.
Present.
Hanumantra is present. Bhimaya
Yes.
is present. Kalaya.
Present, sir.
Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Manjur.
Yes, sir.
Manoj.
Yes, sir.
Meghna Kalburgi. Present. Okay. Meghna Kalburgi is present. Meghna
Present,
Lokhande. Meghna Lokhande is absent. Nandan. Present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Nikita.
Present, sir.
Pradeep. Pradeep.
Sir, Meghna Kalburgi is present.
Yeah,
sir.
marked present. Yes. Then Pramod. Pramod. Absent. Pranjali.
Present, sir.
Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Prema.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Rahul.
Yes, sir.
Ram.
Present, sir.
Rohit.
Yes, sir.
Varsha.
Present, sir.
Samuel. Samuel absent. Sharan.
Present, sir.
Shruti.
Present, sir.
Shweta Kalkeri. Shweta is absent. Then Snehal is present.
Present, sir.
Yeah. Sudarshan.
Yes, sir.
Sudha.
Present, sir.
Suman. Suman. Present. Okay. Yes. Vishal. Vishal is absent. Okay. Anybody who skipped attendance?
Sir, Akshay Pujari, sir.
Akshay Pujari. Yes. You are marked present.
Sir, Shruti Moguja, sir.
Shruti is marked present.
Sir, Nikita Kalmankar.
Nikita is marked present. Okay, so then it's all right. Akshay Koradkeri, Nikita, both are marked present. Yeah, so we'll go ahead with the next method now. So I hope you can see the PowerPoint slide, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So we are now going to learn the second method of territorial design, breakdown method. So the previous one, what we learned, the build up method. So this is a breakdown method. Okay. Okay, now management in breakdown method, first the management must determine the company sales potential. Okay, and then split that sales potential into each control unit. Now I hope you know what is the meaning of control unit. Okay, so companies okay will use different quantitative techniques, okay, related to sales forecasting. Okay, so companies can estimate sales. Okay, it can be done for a new territory always or for a new market always. There are different techniques. Okay, so through those quantitative techniques or by way of developing a sales forecasting, company can estimate the sales potential of a given market of or a given territory. Then that sales potential, overall sales potential has to be broken down into the sales potential of each control unit. Okay, or each geographical area or each geographical territory. Okay, so in this case, okay, and for new markets, even marketing research firms can gather information, develop that sales potential estimate, and give it to the client company. Okay, so in this illustration, okay, the company sales potential is 200, okay, lakh dollars, 200 lakh dollars. Okay, so once this company sales potential is split into each control unit, okay, the company should determine sales volume expected from each salesperson. Okay, because for a given compensation and given the time limit, okay, each sales rep should be able to sell certain minimum volume of company products, okay, or generate certain minimum value of revenue to the company. So that it becomes equitable, rewards become equitable, or evaluation becomes fair. So the company must next determine the sales volume expected from each salesperson. See what we did. First, the company identifies or estimates the overall sales potential for its products in a given market. Then that overall sales potential will be broken down into each control unit. What will be the sales potential for each control unit? So once it is done, the company need to determine the sales volume expected from each salesperson. Okay. So here you can see the next line, targeted volume per rep is, okay, so $1 million it is. So this is $200 million. This is $200 million is the overall company potential. Okay, and then the targeted volume per rep. So how much sales are expected from each sales rep is mentioned here, $1 million. Okay, per rep per year. Okay, then based on that, okay, based on that, the company goes ahead and determines the number of reps needed for the company. Okay, so how we can determine the number of sales reps needed for the company? Simply by dividing the overall company sales potential by the targeted volume per rep, or expected sales volume per sales rep. So overall company sales potential estimated is at $200 million. And the targeted volume per sales rep is $1 million. So if you divide, you will get the number 20. So the company would require 20 sales representatives to achieve the sales of $200 million. Okay. Then also territory volume. Okay, so we learned here sales potential in each territory. Sorry. So how the territory volume can be identified? Targeted volume per sales rep is 1 million rupees. So divided by company sales potential, divided by company sales potential $200 million. So which is nothing but 5%. Okay, so each territory should constitute 5% of the total company potential, which is nothing but $1 million. So if you say this is a territory, its sales potential should be $1 million. Okay, so tentatively set territorial boundary lines. Tentatively set territorial boundary lines by combining control units. Okay, until combining total units, control units, total sales potential equals total sales volume expected. So what is the total sales volume expected? Okay, per rep, okay, is $1 million. $1 million is the targeted volume per rep. Okay, so tentatively set territorial boundary lines by combining control units. Okay, until total sales unit, until is missing here, until total sales potential equals total sales volume expected. Okay, so we are talking about individual territory here. Okay, so each territory should comprise 5% of sales potential or $1 million. So what we read here, tentatively set territorial boundary lines by combining control units until total sales potential equals total sales volume expected. Total sales volume expected per rep per year is $1 million. So combine adjacent control units if they are smaller in potential. Combine adjacent control units means geographical areas. Combine adjacent geographical areas if they are smaller until each sales potential, until each becomes a potential of $1 million. Then assign that territory to a sales rep, because the targeted volume per rep is also $1 million per rep per year. Okay, so then modify territories as needed. If a territory goes on expanding, for example, in sales potential, if the sales territory of if a sales territory, okay, after the growth of the market, it becomes $1.5 million potential, okay, per year. So then that territory will become larger for one sales rep to handle. Okay, so you can add that half, 1/3 of the territory to some other territory which is smaller to make it a territory whose potential is equal to $1 million. Okay, so when we say sales territories, okay, or control units, so you can see, you can use a take the help of a map. Okay, so or the company can design its own map and create these territories. Okay, professional organizations create their own maps and territories within the political map. Okay, so there are 48 states, okay, in the United States of America, so which can be converted into 5 to 10 regions, and each regions can be converted into several districts. Each district can be converted into 8 to 12 territories. Okay, 8 to 12 territories provided, okay, the districts are very large potential, very large potential. Okay, so typically you can assign one rep to one territory. Okay, so that was all about breakdown method of territorial design. Okay, so there may be other methods which companies might be practicing. Okay, so companies may undertake the function of a territory design in-house if they have expertise, expert sales managers, or they can outsource the job of territorial design to and consultancy firm. But anyway, in both the cases, we learned two methods of territorial design. One is a build-up method and another is breakdown method. So any questions here, students? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so that's great. So any of your friends, relatives who are working, can you just tell their territory? What is the territory or which place they work? Place, when I say, you should tell what market or territory they cover. Like I mentioned, okay, when I was a medical detailer in Tumkuru district was my territory. One district was considered as one territory.
Yes, sir. One of my cousin brother, sir.
Yes.
He is currently working with this cement.
Okay, one of the cement companies.
Cement
Okay.
industry. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So earlier he was handling this Ballari district, sir. Ballari and even in Gulbarga. But now he
Okay.
has settled with Bidar unit, sir. Entire.
Bidar.
So he's yes, sir. He is into marketing only, like sales.
Sales. Okay.
Complete.
So now his territory is Bidar.
Yes, sir. Bidar only.
One district.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thanks for the information. Then anybody else? Okay, so a couple of examples which I have shared also, like couple of my friends were working for English daily newspaper. Okay, their territory was North Karnataka, 10 districts. And one more of my friend, he works for a mutual fund company, okay, as a cluster manager. Okay, that is more of a area sales manager. Okay, so his territory is also North Karnataka, 10 districts. Okay. Company has provided him with a taxi and a driver. That's it. Out of 4 weeks, at least 3 weeks, okay, he will be on travel. So that's why we said sales people are different in a way. Okay, they stay away from home. Okay, yes, Ashutosh.
Yes, sir. One of my friend also, like he didn't go for this MBA. He after completion of BCom, he directly joined with this marketing field, sir.
Okay.
He changed a couple of company. Now he is working with. But before earlier he was working with Edelweiss, sir, which is into a stock
Okay.
market. So now he has been working with IDFC, First
Okay.
Bank.
Yeah.
So he's right now in Pune only, sir. He's handling Pune and Nashik. So his designation has now been changed for this territory manager, like
Territory manager. Okay.
sir. So he is to handle both Nashik and Pune division.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, anybody else would like to share information? Okay, so few more examples from your seniors. Okay, a couple of students are working for Varun Nectar Beverages earlier. Now it has become Varun Beverages. So Varun Beverages is the lone franchisee for PepsiCo India. They manufacture Pepsi products, soft drinks, I'm talking. They distribute them and they sell them also. So through a sales force. Okay, and when I look at the territory size of PepsiCo India, okay, the territories are very smaller in size. Okay, within Dharwad itself, okay, there are, I don't know exactly the number. Okay, 3 of our students themselves are working. Okay, so how they do is they assign them routes and they number or name the routes. Okay, so I don't really exactly remember the routes. Okay, but they have to travel along that road. Okay, so along with the company vehicle which carries soft drinks. Okay, now why the territory is smaller? Because the number of customers are too many and the competition is very high with Coca-Cola as well as with regional and local soft drinks. Okay, the territory is very smaller. Okay, and more frequent calls are visited. Okay, so they have more number of sales reps just within Dharwad itself, and they have assigned them to different routes. Okay, yeah. Then any other, and the one which I knew was one of my company for friend, MBA classmate of engineering with MBA. He was working for a sales organization, rep firm, REP, rep FIRM firm. Rep firm. First, let me explain what is a rep firm. Okay, in some cases, a company will not be interested in recruiting its own sales force. So they they outsource the function of sales to a third party. So there are companies who maintain their own sales force. Okay. And once a company, okay, so I remember Philips, for example, used to sell its LCD projectors, also Sharp company, Brown company, for example, used to sell their projection equipment through a rep firm called as Young India Films. Now I don't know what is the status. Okay. So this Young India Films, which is a rep firm, will have its own sales force. This sales force, okay, will sell the products of Philips, like Philips LCD projector, for example. Okay. And there will be some agreement between the company Philips and the rep firm Young India Films regarding payments. But the Young India Films, the rep firm recruits and selects the sales force. Okay, they train the sales force, they keep them motivated, they pay compensation, they do their performance appraisal. Remember, huh? But Young India Films will not have their own products. They will sell the products of other companies, their client companies. Okay. So in that case, I remember one of my friend, okay, so who was working for them and who was one of the best performer in Young India Films. Okay, so the company expanded his territory. So his territory was like India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangla. Okay, so he was asked to sell a very unique product. Okay, a projection equipment for okay, science centers. Okay, where you see the videos of planets, space videos like planets, planet alignment, solar system, galaxies. Generally, the projection will be on the ceiling, not in the front screen. Okay, any of you have visited such science centers? One is there in Bengaluru, Vishwesvaraya Science Center, I think it is. Okay, you have not visited. So imagine the size of the territory. Okay, so huge it was, and he was allowed to travel by air. Okay, so any other information you would like to share?
No, sir.
Okay, then a couple of slides I'll just complete. Computers in territory design. So as I mentioned, there are softwares, okay, that are available who aid the managers or assist the managers in designing territories. Okay, because the territory design has to be good. Remember, the territory design is good. Okay, the potential of each territory will be more or less equal. So it enables the company to develop a compensation policy which is equitable in nature, and performance appraisal also will be fair. There is something called a geographic information system. It combines multiple layers of information to provide an in-depth understanding of a sales territory. And elements of a complete geographic information system include softwares, hardwares, data. Data means information about the present and potential customers in the market, and trained people, okay, who can use geographic information system. It's a software. So how computers are used in territory design. And one more point which we are going to consider is routing the sales force. Routing is nothing but a pattern in which the sales rep will travel and meet the present and potential customers in a territory. A route is necessary so that the travel is optimized, where the travel expenses are reduced and the time of the sales rep is used to the optimal extent. As sharing you the example of PepsiCo India's, okay, territories are smaller in size, and they generally call them as the routes. Each sales rep is assigned to a route. Okay, so routing is the managerial activity that establishes a formal pattern for sales reps to follow as they go through their territory. It is nothing but the way in which they should travel, the route through which they should travel. Okay, there can be a better example than that of Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola routes assigned for sales reps. It reduces travel expenses as it ensures a more efficient territory coverage. Okay, some reps resent it, okay, as it is repetitive in nature for them. Okay, best for routine sales jobs with regular call frequencies. As I mentioned, PepsiCo India and Coca-Cola, Hindustan Coca-Cola India, okay, have this routing plan. Okay, so when you devise the routes, okay, when the routes intersect, okay, like here in case of area B, okay, it can become a problem area, but no problem, companies can resolve the issues, okay, with mutual understanding between the reps or proper way of planning the routing. Okay, so any doubts related to routing? So I'm just thinking to invite one of the sales representatives of Varun Beverages. Okay. Of course, they work for PepsiCo. Okay. Just to share their way of working so that you can understand what a territory looks like. Okay. After your I2, maybe I will arrange it.
Sure, sir.
So any doubts?
No, sir.
So shall we stop
No,
here
sir.
for the day?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay then. So all the best for your I2 exam. Do well in the exam. Long back I shared a syllabus in Google Classroom. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
If
Thank you, sir.
somebody is not
Okay, sir.
aware, you
Thank
can
you.
go back to Google Classroom. Yes, you are welcome. You are welcome, and all the best for I2. So we'll sign out then.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
good day, sir.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, good day to all of you.